But then when you look at the world of basketball, you did also want to agree with me that, of course, River Hoopers are doing something wonderful at this moment when it comes to the Nigerian Basketball League. And we have their media officer on the line today, all the way from Akure, Nigeria, talking about Queen Moseph. He joins us this morning. Good morning to you, Queen. Welcome to In the Game.
Good morning, Favour. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, a winning streak for your team. I mean, a lot of persons have been talking about River Hoopers and their exploits since the beginning of the tournament. What has really kept the team going?
I think it's the mentality that's kept us going and the fact that we are all working towards a goal. At the start of this year, we all told ourselves that our goal for this year is to return to the BAL. Remember, we're at the first BAL and the first Nigerian team to be at the BAL in 2021. 2022, we missed out on it because of the power tussle and FIBA to throw us out, even though we won the league. And that was because the ministry had to hold the final 8, so we couldn't go. So, but 2023, we missed out on this one as well because last year when the league was held in November, we lost in the semi-final to Nigeria Customs. So at the start of this year, we told ourselves that our goal is to return to the BAL. We worked on the errors and the areas we needed to work on that we saw that we had lapses in last year's edition of the league. And you could tell from the results so far that we really did our business well and we came for that particular goal. So we are about to achieve our goal and we are on course. It's just to finish strong. We started well and we are halfway through it. So it's just to finish strong. And it's just the mentality. We're all working towards that goal, mentality of the players, the coaching crew, the management. We're all working in sync. And that is why we are seeing the results on paper.
All right, interesting one right there for your team. I'd like to also ask you now, with the dominance of River Hoopers, would you say that there are not enough competition in the league?
I wouldn't say there are not enough competition because it takes a whole lot to achieve success and to win games. There are good teams here. I won't write them off. They're actually a very good team. But apart from having your starting 5 so good, you also need a very good bench. And that is one thing I've really seen in some teams that they don't have. Let me look at it from the perspective of analyzing it as a neutral now and just not the media officer of the club. As a neutral, I've seen that other teams lack the bench. They don't have bench. And for you to win a basketball game, your top 5 or your starting 5 cannot play 40 minutes in a game. You need a very good bench who can always come up to do great things. And that is what some teams are lacking. Other teams are lacking in terms of incentives and financial issues. They're having challenges. And also the way the league is being run, coming at a time where a lot of people are struggling in the country, the economy is biting. And so the way the league is being put together hurriedly so that they can have the BA representative for the BA, Nigeria's representative for the BAL. So now we just played the first phase just over a week ago. And now 1 week later, we are playing the second phase. Some are not financially buoyant to come and achieve that or come and compete, like Bauchi Nets in Savannah Conference are not in Abuja because financially they could not afford it. Delta Force also couldn't make it here because they couldn't also get monies to also come to represent Delta State or come here to play because it takes a whole lot. We are playing for the whole week. You're looking at accommodation, you're looking at logistics, you're looking at feeding the players and allowances. So all this put together are really telling on teams, and that is why these teams can't really match up. And apart from that, River Hoopers really did their business well. Apart from the top or the starting 5, we have a very good bench. We have a very good coach. We have a very good management. And then also coupled with the fact that the River State government are also doing their bit as well. So you put all this together, it's a whole lot. But some teams are being run privately. So it is too much on and challenging on private teams like Ebun Comets who don't even have some of their players here because they couldn't travel. Some had to leave and go play in Cotonou, while some are in Lagos because they couldn't come. Not just playing basketball, they're also working. So combining working and also playing basketball, they couldn't afford to leave these players to come all the way to Akure to play 1 week. So it's too much on this player, and some are getting injured because they just played over a week and they're playing the second phase. So it's challenging, fatigue, injuries, and all that. So you put all this together, River Super sort of have that edge over all the team. And that is why they've been competing. Not like they don't have competition. We played against Kwara Falcons, who are like our arch rivals in the Atlantic Conference, but they couldn't match us. And we completely outran them and demolished them because we did our business better. Kwara Falcons lost like a lot of players after last year, after this year when they came back from the BAL. We even had to wreck 2 of their players are with us. So you could see that, not even 2, 3 of their players are with us. So they lost a lot of players, they had to rebuild. So all this put together really affected them this season. And even before the first phase, they even lost 2 of their players to Boko City Chiefs and also Hoops and Reed. So all this was difficult for them to compete. Not like they don't have great teams here, but they have a lot of challenges that really affected this team, and that's why they could not compete favorably with River Supers. But I know that the biggest test for them, or for River Supers, or for us, will be against Hoops and Reed today, and also maybe tomorrow when we play against Lagos Legends.
All right, I mean, you've talked about the challenges, you've talked about the reason why your team is above others, and when it comes to the world of basketball, I'd like to ask you before I let you go, Super 4 ticket is almost in the bag for River Supers, eyes set on BAL ticket. Now, indeed, your team is amongst the team to beat when it comes to the world of basketball in Nigeria. How do your players handle the pressure going into every game they play?
Well, like I told you at the start, we are all in sync. The goal is to get to the BAL. Whichever way, I'm not saying illegally, but whichever way, you have to play hard. You really have to play hard on that court. Whenever you go on court, you have to play hard and you have to play good defense. We're a very good offensive team. We have very good scorers. Even the big guys can also score, but you have to defend because defense is what wins you matches in basketball. You can offend, you can play offensive basketball, but once you cannot defend your opponent, you can't stop them from scoring or getting those stops, there's going to be an issue. So all of us are working towards that goal. They are all handling that pressure really well. And no matter the opponent, they go into that game that they want to win it. Not belittling the opponents, irrespective of who they are, where they are coming from, and the kind of players they have. They go there, they are going to win. And that is why you can see the scoreline, 80, 70-something, because no matter the team they face, we want to win and win well. Because at the end of the day, we don't want a situation whereby it will now be down to points and all of that. We need to win well and win strong. So they're handling the pressure, and the coaches are also helping the players to also handle the pressure very well. They know what it means. We've been here before. Remember, we also won a tournament just almost 2 months ago. So they're handling the pressure, but the pressure is not a problem.
Right.
It is as you keep going, it's getting hotter and it's getting really stronger. And I know it is going to get more harder and more stronger when we get to the Final Four. If you have to win it, you have to get tough. So it's only the tough that will win it. At the end of the day, you have to be prepared for these tough times, and we are ready.
All right, you're ready, says the media manager of River Supers. I mean, we can only wish your team good luck. And ahead of today's game, we wish them well when they take on Hoops and Reed. Thank you very much, Queen Moseph, for your time on the show today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and that was the media officer of River Supers, a 4-time champion of the Nigerian Basketball Premier League in the men's category.